Hey, appreciate you. Everything that you doing for me.
I really like Terence Crawford, right, because of his switch hitting style. Now, Terence Crawford is due a massive. He's due a massive performance, and I think Canelo's made for him. Canelo doesn't fight with any urgency anymore.
I know his spirit.
Yeah?
Yeah, he got a killer in him. He a silent killer. I've been around niggas like that in the hood. Them niggas lay back until you bring it out, and then they just...
Terence Crawford has officially wrapped up his final day of training camp ahead of his showdown with Canelo Alvarez. Turki Alalshik was also present, showing strong support for Crawford. Grateful for the encouragement, Crawford reminded everyone that the job isn't done yet, but is confident he'll leave the ring victorious.
Hey, appreciate you. Everything that you doing for me. You and Riyadh City.
You must
The job ain't done yet.
Yeah.
The job ain't done yet.
Yeah.
But listen,
Saturday, deliver the job.
but listen, I appreciate the opportunity.
No retirement.
Terence Crawford has been giving his all in the final stretch of camp, preparing for the biggest fight of his career against Canelo Alvarez. He has been sparring hard, sharpening his reflexes and perfecting both defense and offense. His coaches praise his focus and discipline, showing a fighter who has left nothing to chance. Footage captures him looking lean, conditioned, and ready to enter the ring with full confidence. Crawford's confidence is undeniable as he declares that victory is within reach, despite the challenge ahead. His interviews and training clips show a man who thrives under pressure and respects the magnitude of facing Canelo, yet never doubts himself. He is not just physically prepared but mentally locked in, assuring fans that his strategy, discipline, and self-belief will carry him to victory.
How do you see this fight with Canelo going?
I'm definitely going to win the fight, for sure. But, I think it's going to be a tough fight. I think he's going to bring the best out of me. I'm going to bring the best out of him, and it's going to be an exciting fight.
Unlike many fighters who risk overtraining, Crawford has taken a smart, balanced approach. He is careful not to push his body past its limits, focusing on structured sessions and proper recovery. This maturity shows his understanding that peak performance comes from balance, not burnout, ensuring he's fresh and ready for fight night.
Right now, I'm not training hard. I'm not even training, really. I don't want to overtrain because me personally, when I go in the gym, I give my all, and I don't want to burn myself out.
Lester Martinez, Crawford's chief sparring partner, has issued chilling warnings about what Canelo is walking into. After countless rounds in camp, Martinez says Crawford's power is something even Canelo will struggle with. He insists Crawford feels just as big and strong as a Mexican champion, and that the intensity of his punches convince him a beast is coming for Canelo. Sparring partners rarely exaggerate, and Martinez's words add serious weight to Crawford's preparations.
No, está como dicen muchos, está cabrón. Está preparado, está listo, a pesar de venir de una categoría muy abajo, subir a la 168, pues yo te digo, los sparring con él, tanto lo he ayudado como he sentido que él me ha ayudado también a mí. Entonces, anteriormente estaba enfocado en ayudarlo, pero luego que me dijeron que yo iba a pelear, ¿sabes qué? Necesito ayudarte, pero que me ayudes. Y ya en el ring nos entendemos. Yo casi no hablo inglés. Todavía voy practicándolo, pero en el ring nos entendemos muy bien. Y hay una buena vibra, pero él está listo. Y yo también estoy listo.
El tema del peso, ¿cómo crees lo afectará en la noche de la pelea haciendo sparring con él?
¿Cómo?
Haciendo sparring con Terence, la gente habla, pues el Canelo es muy grande, sí. 2 categorías.
Bueno, en realidad en tamaño creo que están iguales. Pero en diferencia de peso, sí, a lo mejor Canelo está más acostumbrado a esa categoría que Terence, pero te digo, vengo haciendo sparring con él desde que estaba en las 147 libras, mi primer sparring con él en las 147, yo era ya 168, sigo siendo 168, y lo único que hizo ahora pues es subir de peso, aumentar de peso, y sí, se siente muy diferente. haber hecho sparring con él en 147 y ahora hacer sparring con él en 168. Pero yo creo que
¿Cómo se siente diferente?
en el sentido que le he sentido más pegada, más explosivo, la rapidez, el snap lo tiene todavía el cabrón, no lo ha perdido, lo he sentido, pero creo que la nutrición que lleva, el equipo de trabajo con el que tiene.
Former champion Duke McKenzie has boldly claimed that Crawford is built to dismantle Canelo Alvarez. He argues that many of Canelo's recent opponents weren't truly elite, making Crawford a unique and dangerous challenge. McKenzie believes Crawford's adaptability, ring IQ, and precision give him the perfect tools to expose Canelo's flaws, something no opponent has done at this level.
Years, when you look, since he's been off the mad cow meat, right? You look at his last 5 fights, he's boxed ordinary fighters, you know. And they're not in the same league. They're really not in the same league. And I think to myself, his last 5 fights, even what's that kid's name? Hamza Shiraz, right? Mm-hmm. So he boxed in his last fight. He knocked out, what's the kid's name?
Belanga.
Right, he knocked out Belanga. Belanga took your man there. He took him the distance. Now, you've only got to balance it up. If Belanga can take him the distance, you got to say to yourself, what is Terence Crawford going to do to
Canelo, yeah.
Canelo, sorry, to Canelo Cotto. I've got the names mixed up. Yeah, right. So, what's he going to do to? You know what? I look at the fight and I think to myself, I really like Terence Crawford, right, because of his switch hitting style. Now, Terence Crawford is due a massive. He's due a massive performance, and I think Canelo's made for him. Canelo doesn't fight with any urgency anymore. You don't get any head movement from him anymore. He doesn't show you a punch and hit you with another one anymore. There's no variety in his whole sort of makeup. And I look at him and I think to myself, Canelo's become, just in my opinion, I think he's become a little bit pedestrian in as much as goes in straight lines, comes out in straight lines. There's no urgency to his work.
Weight concerns had many doubting Crawford against Canelo, but recent training footage has quieted the skeptics. Crawford looks bigger, stronger, and sharper than ever, maintaining speed and precision while bulking up. Analysts are now reconsidering predictions, with some even seeing a possible knockout. His transformation raises serious questions about whether Canelo's size advantage will matter once they meet in the ring.
Win fights. And everybody, it seems like, that says muscles don't win fights usually have ridiculous muscle mass. Like Devin Haney was like, muscles don't win. And Devin's like way bigger than everybody else at 135 pounds and jacked to the gills. That's that snack shit. Okay, we're not doing that. But Terence Crawford also on that snack shit. Anyway, Bud Crawford did just drop a body transformation pic. Let's take a look at it. Boom! Son, I'm sorry, I have a flat tire. Does anyone have a jack to help me out? Oh, thank you, Bud Crawford. You're actually huge. The man has abs on his abs on his abs. I'm not trying to glaze, but that doesn't look like a 147-pounder. It doesn't look like a 154-pounder. That looks like a grown man. He's definitely put some weight on, coming to 168 pounds. And I can tell you that now. Take what I'm about to show you with a grain of salt because it is on weigh-in day, but look at what he was at 140 pounds. Now, again, he's out of camp, hasn't made the weight cut yet, but that's him right now. But, I mean, that is crazy. Couple of things. Yes, muscles don't win you fights, and the biggest question we have to ask now is, how will this newfound muscle mass affect Bud Crawford in the fight? Because one of the things I have said continuously about this fight is that the weight issue has been completely overblown by people. And what I mean is there is not a massive weight disparity between these two fighters. What Canelo walks around at and what Terence Crawford walks around at is probably similar, and maybe Terence Crawford even weighs a little more. I don't know. I saw the picture of the scale of him at 186. It may be a little less when he's normally not trying to gain weight, but that's not the point of the weight difference. The point of saying there is a weight difference is that Canelo Alvarez has consistently fought and been successful at 160 to 168